Hi guys, welcome back. Yesterday we have learned about numbers, different types of numbers, and today we will be coming to next topic, prime factorization. So, what is prime factorization? Before knowing prime factorization, you should know what are prime numbers. And yesterday we have learned what are prime numbers. What are prime numbers? So, all the numbers that have two distinctive positive factors. So, 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. So, 1, 2 can be divided by 1 and itself. Okay, so 3, 1 and itself. 5, 1 and itself. So, or any number that can be divided by only two distinctive factors. That is, it should not have more than two distinctive factors and less than two distinctive factors. So, that's why all these numbers are called prime numbers. So why one is not a prime number? So what we have said, any prime number should have at least two distinctive. It should have two distinctive factors, two distinctive positive factors, and should not have less than two distinctive positive factors. So that's why one will not be a prime number because one factor is only one. Okay, it has only one positive factor. That's why one will not be a prime number. So, okay, let's jump to what is prime factorization. So, what is prime factorization? So, given any number, so first what we'll do is we will divide it by the smallest prime number and we will continue dividing that number till we reach 1. Okay. And after doing everything, we will write that number as product of primes. Okay. So, we can write, say, for example, 12. 12 we can write as 1 into 12, 2 into 6, and 3 into 4. What are all the normal factors of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. So, what are prime factors in this? We can see that 2 and 3 are prime numbers in this, and 2 and 3 will be called prime factors of 12. So, in prime factorization method, if we take 12, what we said, what is our first rule? Divide by the smallest prime. So we should remember at least first 10 prime numbers. So let's say 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Okay, let's remember till this. Okay, so 12. So first what will I do? I'll say 2 into 6. Then again, smallest prime, I will go with 2 because it can divide 6. So I will say 3. Then again, 3 can be divided by 3 only. 3 into 1, 3. So we will stop when we get 1. Okay. What are the prime factors for this? We will say 12 equal to 2 into 2 into 3. So that is nothing but 2 square into 3. So when examiner asks like write express this number as product of prime numbers, we will use the method of prime factorization and finally we write this. Okay. So here it is nothing. If it is very simple. So 18. Okay. First smallest number. Smallest number is 2. Okay. 2. 2 into 9. Next, 3 into 3. Okay. Next, 3 into 1. Okay. So we can also, I will tell you one more method. Same, similar. 18. You can write it as first choose the smallest prime number and 2 into 9. That will give you 18. So 2 is a prime number. So next shift to another this number. Okay. Now smallest prime number that can divide 9 is 3. 3 into 3. Okay. Just circle down all these left hand side prime numbers. So next last will be again 3. 3 into 1. Okay. So all these circle numbers will become your prime factors. 2 into 3 into 3. That is 2 into 3 square. So 18 can be expressed as product of 2 into 3 into 3. Okay. So similarly, let's solve one more problem. So 13. If we say 13, what is the smallest prime number that can divide 13? That is 13. So 13 can be expressed as prime factor of 13 is 13 itself. Okay. Then we will do another 70. Okay. So first number that can divide is 2. 2 into 35. Okay. So we'll circle this 35. So next three table it will not go 4, 5. 5 is 5 into 7. Okay. Then again we'll go to 7. 7 into 1. Okay. So 2 into 5 into 7. So 70 can be expressed as product of 2 into 5 into 7, product of these prime numbers. Okay. So you can again cross check. So 2 into 5 is 10, 10 into 7 is 70. So whenever you are multiplying these prime numbers, factors of this 70, you should get again the result as 70. Okay. Similarly for any other thing, 18. So 2 into 3 into 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 3 is 18. So you should get 18. Okay. That is how you cross check in examination. So next one. So 56. Okay. 56 you can write as 2 into 2 is a 4, 2 8 is a 16. So 2 is, then again we'll go to 2 into 14. Next 2 into 7. Next 7 into 1. So what are the prime factors? 2 into 2 into 2 into 7. So 2 cube into 7. This is how you express 56 as product of primes. Okay. Next we'll again solve some of other numbers, say 39. Okay. Lowest prime number, not 2, then 3. 3 1 the 3 3 the. Okay. 13 into 1. Okay, you can express this as product of primes, that is 3 into 13. Okay, and what are the prime factors of 39? 3 and 13. So what are the prime factors of 56? 2 comma 7. What are the prime factors of 70? 2 comma 5 comma 7. What are the prime factors of 18? 2 comma 3. So this is how, as per the question, you will write the answer. So if we ask like what are the prime factors of 18, you will just say 2 and 3. If they ask what are the, express the number in product of prime factors, then you will do this product. Okay, this is expressing as product of primes. This is nothing but just prime factors of 56. Okay, next we will go to our next topic, highest common factor and LCM, least common multiple. These are the next topics in our numbers and language. Okay, so let's check what is highest common factor. What is highest common factor? So highest common factor is nothing but the largest number that divides into both numbers exactly. So if we take say example 12 and 18, okay, 12 and 18. So factors of 12 are 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 12. And what are the factors of 18? They are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. So What are the common factors in both of them? So I can see that 1 and 1 is common, 2 and 2 is common, 3 and 3 is common, and 6 and 6 is common. Okay. So we will list all the common factors 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 6. And among these, what is the highest factor? That is 6. So that is nothing but your highest common factor. It is very simple. So just list down all the factors of two numbers, take out all the common factors, list them, and then choose the highest factor among that, and that would be your highest common factor. Okay, let's check some of the examples. Okay, so let's say 8 comma 12. Okay, 8. You can 1 into 8, 2 into 4. So what are the factors? 1 comma 2 comma 4 comma 8. Similarly for 12, 1 into 12, so 2 into 6 and 3 into 4. Okay. What are the factors for 12? 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 12. So what are the common factors? Just circle 1, 2, 4 and 4. Okay. So I'll write common factors are 1 comma 2 comma 4. What is the highest common factor in this? 4. So HCF is nothing but 4 for this 8 comma 12. Similarly, let's do for some three numbers. Okay, 36, 63, 108. Okay, what are the factors of 36? Okay, 36. Let's say 1 into 36, 2 into 18, 3 into 12, 4 into 9, okay, and 6 into 6. Okay, what are the factors? We'll write it in the side for 36. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 9 comma 12, 18 comma 36. Okay, next we'll go for 63. So 1 into 63, next 3 into 21. Okay, 4 again it will not go, 5 it will not go, 6 again 7. 7, 9, yeah, 63. Okay, so what are these factors of 63? 1 comma 3 comma 7 comma 9 comma 21 comma 63. Next we will go to 108. 1 into 108, 2 into 2 5 is 10, 2 4 is 8. Okay. Next 3 table. 3 into 3 3 is 9, 3 6 is 8. Next 4 table. 4 2 is 8, 4 7 is 28. Okay. Next 6 table it will not go. Next, 6 table it will go 6 1 ja 6. Yeah, 6 table 6 1 ja 6, 6 8 ja 48. Okay, 7 table it will not go. 8 table it will not go. 9 table it will go. 9 1 the 9 2 the. Okay, now list down all the factors of 108. 1 2 3 4 6 9 12 18 27 36 54, 108. What are the high common factors in this? 1, 1, 1. So let's write 1. 2 is not the common factor because 63 does not have 2. 3 is the common factor because 3 is there in everything. 4 is not there. 6 is not there. 9, 9 is there. 9 is here, 9 is here, and 9 is here. 9 is there. Next, 12 is not there. 18 is not there. 36 is not there in this. Okay, so 9 is the highest common factor in this scenario for 36, 63 and 108. So here you can see it's clumsy, but if, when you're doing it in notebook, you can do it very clearly, and you can identify this common factor. Okay. Next step, uh, we will solve one more problem. Say 60 and 144. Okay. How do you write 60? 1 into 60, 2 into 30, 3 into 20, 4 into 15, 5 into 12, 6 into 10. That's it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So what are these are the factors for 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 16, 20, 30, 60. So let's go for 144. 1 into 144, 2 sevens are 2 twos are. Then 3 table, 3 fours are 12, 3 eights are 24. 4 table, let go. 4 3s are 12, no, it doesn't go. 6 table, yeah, 6 twos are 12, 6 fours are 24. 4 table will let go. 4, 4 3s are 12, no, 4 6 are 12, yeah. 4 into 36. 7, 8 table, 8 ones are 8, yeah, 8, 8 8 is 64. Then 9, it will go. 1 is the 9, 9 6 is the 54. Okay. 10 table it will not go. 12 table it will go. 12 to the 44. So this is 60 factors. So now let's write 144. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 8, 9, 12, 16, 18, 36, sorry, 24, 48, 72, 144. Okay, 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common, 6 is common, 4 is common, 8 is not here. Okay, 9 is not here. Next, 12 is common. I can see that 12 is the largest common factor among both. Okay, so 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6 comma 12. In this, 12 is the highest factor. This is how you do your highest common factors of the numbers. Okay, you just list down all the factors and okay. So next we will move to our next topic, least common multiple or lowest common multiple. So what the concept is here, the smallest number that both numbers divide into. So if we have to find out, say, LCM of 6 and 8. So first we'll write multiples of 6. So we'll write 6 ones are 6, 2s are 12, 3 18, 4s are 24, 4 30, and so on. And then we will write multiples of 8. So we'll write 8 ones are 8, 2 are 16, 24, 32, 40, and so on. Among this, the least common multiple we'll choose. What is the 6 and 8 is not common. 12 and 16 are not common. 18, 24. So 24, 24. So 24 is common in both of these multiples and this is the least common multiple. So here we will write LCM as 24. Okay, this is how we do least common multiple. So let's practice some of the problems in least common multiple. Okay, say 6 and 14. All you have to do is just you have to write table. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, 6 threes are 18, 6 fours are 24, 6 fives are 30, 6 six are 36, and so on. Okay, 14. 14 table. 14 on the 14, 14 to the 28, 14 3 is before that one, 42, 56, 44 to 56, 14, 5 is 70, and so on. So 6 are 36, 6 sevens are 42, 6 eights are 48. So least common multiple, no, 12, 8, 18, 42, 42 is here, 42 is here. This is the least common multiple of both. So LCM of 6 and 14 would be 42. We can do another method also in this LCM. So uh, if you can write 6 and 14, we can say 2 threes are 6 and 2 sevens are 14. So since 3 and 7 does not have any common multiples, now we multiply all these three numbers. So 2 into 3 into 7. 2 3s are 6, 6 sevens are 42. So this is a simpler method. In this way, you just have to write all the multiples and you should find out the least common multiple. In this, you just have to multiply with the numbers and check all these what are the factors and okay. So let's do one more problem. Say 10 comma 25. What are the multiples of 10? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I'm just writing 10 table here. 10 ones are 10, 10 to the 20, like, and 25. 25 table, 25 ones are 25, 25 to the 50, 25 to the 75, 24 is 100. So if you look at it, 50 is the least common multiple among both. So 50 will be your LCM. Similarly, other method I've told you 10 comma 25. You can take a common number that can multiply both 5 table. So 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25. Okay, you can write like this and you can directly multiply these three numbers. Okay, 5, 2, and 5. That is 50. So in this method also you get same answer. Okay, so make sure that if you have 2 comma 5, both do not have common multiples. Okay, stop when you don't have common multiples. Okay, so now this method might become a little bit different when we have three numbers. Okay, say I'll take 2 comma 7 comma 10. Okay, what are the multiples of 2? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. What are the multiples of 7? 7, 2s are 14, 15, 20. 7, 24, 21, 28, 35, 42, it's a 42, 49, 56, 63, 17, 70. Then you have 10, 10, 20. You can write till 70. Here also you can write till 70. 2 into 35, that is 70. So the least common multiple for all of them would be 70. When you have these kind of things, I think it is better to use this method 2, 7, 10. Okay. So first 2 and 7 you don't have common multiples. 2 and 10 you have. So you can take 2 ones are 2. 7 you can write as it is and 2 fives are 10. Now here you don't have common multiples. So in proper way, you can say 1 you can write it as 7 ones are 7 and 5 you can write like this. Then 5 table. Just write 1 and 1 like this and 5 ones are 5. So when you get all ones here, then you can multiply these three numbers. 2 into 7 into 5. That is 70. So this is like proper method. In shortcut, what we'll do is 2, 7, 10, we will just check. Okay, 2 and 10 are having common. 2 ones are 2, 2, 7, we will write like this. 2 5s are 10. Since 7 and 5 do not have common multiples, we will just multiply all these three. 2 into 7 into 5. That will again get 70. Okay, this is like proper examination method where we will make sure that ending has all ones. If we just want to calculate, we will just use this method and we will directly do it. If examiner specifically tells us to do this method, we have to write all the multiples and then find out the common multiple. Whatever method you choose, you will get the same answer. Okay, we will solve few more problems. Uh, let's say 25, 40, 100. Okay, so let's do this method 25, 40, 100. Everything can go in 5 table. Okay, 5 5s are 25, 5 8s are 40, and 5 20s are 100. Okay, again here you can see 5 and 20 can have common. You see, so 5 ones are 5, 8 you will write as it is, and 5 fours are 20. Okay, now 8 and 4 will have common, so I can directly say 4. 1 I'll write it like this, 4 twos are 8 and 4 ones are 4. Okay, now 2 table, 1 as it is, 2 ones are 2 and 1. So multiplying all this will give me LCM. 5 into 5 into 4 into 2. That is 5 5s are 25, 25 fours are 100, 100 into 2, 200. So LCM of 25, 40 and 100 is 200. This is simple. Instead, if you want to do that method, say 25, 40, 100, 25 ones are 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. Okay, 40, 40, 41 to 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. 100 ones are 100, 100, 200. So here you can see 200 is the lowest common multiple in this method. Okay. When you are going for competitive exams, you can directly do this. You can say 10, 25, you can write it 10 fours are 40, 10 tens are. Then you can go for 5 table, 5 fives are 4 and 5 twos are. Okay. Again, 2 table, 2 twos are 2 ones are. Here you can directly multiply. Okay. So I did some mistake.